Well, you guys know that Nicki Minaj called out Gucci Mane's wife Keyshia for allegedly copying her and trying to be in the spotlight for years, and Keyshia clapped back at Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj tweeted and said, Gucci wife has been trying to beat me for years, been down for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Gucci hates Deb Antney. They don't want Deb around me. She's around me now. So basically this is what Nicki Minaj had to say about Keyshia, and Keyshia clapped back. Keyshia posted these photos on her Instagram. She chose a song from Young Thug's album, but the song is featuring Cardi B, and Cardi B also liked the post. And the caption says, I'm like, nah, since we out here embarrassing, ... She also liked this comment that says, help Nicki control her episodes too, please. And she also liked this comment as well that says, Nicki crashing out, I would be mad too. So I would like to know you guys' thoughts and opinions. Do you guys feel like Cardi B liked this post because Keyshia was shading Nicki Minaj? Do you feel like she liked the post because her verse was on it? So anyways, there's this clip that's circulating of Nicki Minaj actually thanking Gucci Mane for helping her in the beginning of her career, because some people feel like that's why Nicki Minaj crashed out on Keyshia, because she was basically saying that a lot of people that Gucci Mane helped put on are not there for him. They didn't give him the thanks that he deserves.
Artists who worked with me at the beginning stage of my career, and I left a few people out, so I'm just gonna name them really quick. will.i.am, Fergie, Taylor Swift, who had a huge part in the success of Super Bass. Elton John recently, but you know, he's an icon. Christina Aguilera, Ciara, Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Keyshia Cole, Gucci Mane.
People feel as if Keyshia needs to pipe down because Nicki Minaj did actually give Gucci his accolades. So anyways, people have been searching up Nicki Minaj, and they noticed that Nicki Minaj's page is no longer active on Instagram, and this has people worried for her, or maybe she's just taking a break from Instagram. Moving on, Dreka Gates is out here filing for child support and spousal support after she claims that Kevin Gates abandoned her and their kids. So you guys know that Dreka recently filed for divorce and said that the reason for the divorce is irreconcilable differences. So right now, Dreka is saying that Kevin Gates dismantled the financial foundation of their family when she says that he stopped paying for their basic family needs, such as the property taxes and their children's private school tuition. But according to these documents, their Mississippi farm is in foreclosure and they owe $7 million in unpaid taxes. So she's asking for the court to make Kevin Gates pay $27,000 per month in child support and $46,000 per month in spousal support. But Kevin Gates is out here saying that they were never married, which I don't understand, because if y'all were never married, how is she filing for divorce if y'all were never legally married? The thing about this whole situation is Kevin Gates got himself a mansion all the way in Calabasas. He done bought multiple expensive cars, but you are not out here paying the property taxes on the house where your ex-wife or soon to be ex-wife and your kids stay. You're not paying their tuition, none of that. He basically just abandoned the family, like she said, and he just moved on with his life like they don't even matter anymore. But I would like to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on this down in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
Gates filed for spousal and child support, asking for upward of $70,000 a month. She's also asking for at least temporary custody of the kids, saying that 98% of the time they have been with her since 2023. Dreka is claiming that Kevin has cut her and the kids off financially, that he stopped paying for the kids' tuition in school and property taxes, even to the point that one of their homes is in foreclosure because he didn't pay those property taxes. She's saying, meanwhile, he's flaunting his wealth in Calabasas, doing all these things, but he's being neglectful to his kids. She filed for divorce this year, and he's saying, you know what, I don't owe her anything because legally we were never legally married. Kevin has always said that Dreka has pretty much made him. So I don't think it's right that he cuts off her and his kids financially. She clearly has earned her part. Let's talk about this in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that he should pay Dreka $70,000 a month? And what do you think about him not paying for his kids' school tuition? Also, what do you think of him saying that?
So earlier today on Twitter, Nicki Minaj said that Keyshia wanted to be her. And then somebody on Twitter made this collage of Nicki Minaj and Keyshia wearing similar, if not the same outfits. So let's take a look. So this is the first one. We have these Gucci sweatsuits, I guess. Remember like in 2017, 2018, when everybody was wearing Gucci everything? And they both got the same sparkly headband too. I don't know, maybe that's just a coincidence because this was a popular look back then. This is the exact same dress. It looks like Keyshia is on the Wendy Williams show. I don't know where Nicki was. I don't know who wore it first, but yeah, it's the same dress. And then again, the same dress. Now this one, I feel like a lot of people wore this Chanel dress because I saw a Cash Doll in this dress. I saw Keyshia in this dress. Everybody who could afford this dress had it. And then we got a Christian Dior two-piece just in different colors. Maybe y'all just have similar taste. This is a Versace two-piece. I feel like I saw Keyshia in this one too. Do y'all all have the same stylist maybe? And then they both had on the same Givenchy bodysuit. My thing is, y'all just wear Instagram clothes. A lot of people had this. They both have on yellow dresses with flowers here. I know this is from the Met Gala. I'm not sure where this is from. Again, maybe y'all just like the same stuff. Now, the Fendi stuff, I have to give it to Nicki Minaj 100%. Because nobody was thinking about, well, most people weren't thinking about Fendi until Chun-Li came out. As soon as the cover art for that single dropped, I just saw Fendi and F's all over the place. So that one is 100% Nicki Minaj. I have to be fair. But what do y'all think? Is Keyshia Ka'oir trying to be Nicki Minaj?
Take on this as somebody who actually grew up around this era and also was a promoter around this era. When Nicki Minaj was trying to pop off, she left New York and she came to Atlanta. Okay? When she got to Atlanta, she started working with Miss Deb, who then introduced her to Gucci. She starts working with Gucci Mane. Now, at that time, Gucci Mane, he was going through a lot of stuff because he had that stuff in his system. But Gucci Mane was really like, Gucci Mane was dead. Okay? Let's just make that clear. And still is. Nicki Minaj did not pop off until she hopped on Freaky Girl Remix. When she hopped on that Freaky Girl Remix, that's when everybody was like, wait a minute, hold on. Who is she? That's also around the same time everybody was confused because there was a second remix with Lil' Kim. Okay? So there was two Freaky Girls. There was the one with Lil' Kim, then there was the one with Nicki Minaj. And I'm going to take it a step further. And yeah, I might get some backlash for this, but it is what it is because I lived it. Itty Bitty Piggy, when that came out, that was a really, really big song at the gay club. Because I was all up and through there, okay? It was a really big song at the gay club. But she didn't really flip to like the straight people until Freaky Girl. Nicki Minaj used to do a lot of bookings and shows at the gay clubs. And that, to me, that's why I feel like a lot of her fan base is gay men. Especially if you grew up around that era. Baby, Nicki Minaj her music was hitting in the gay club. But that Freaky Girl remix, that's what did it right there. The Freaky Girl remix. From there on, I don't know what happened up in between there. Now, back then, social media wasn't like it is now. So the only thing you really had to go off of was World Star started to come into play, but people were still doing like What's Beef DVDs where they would talk about issues and stuff like that. So the only way you would really know for real, like the behind the scenes stuff is if you was able to get one of those DVDs. Nobody really knew the actual fallout between Gucci Mane and Nicki Minaj. And I've always wondered about that Lil' Kim verse. A lot of people don't even remember that there's two Freaky Girl songs. I've always wondered if that has something to do with it, but I don't know. And I'm talking about like as far as her issue with Gucci Mane at the time. On the outside looking in, I always felt like when Nicki Minaj went to Young Money, I feel like that was a smart move because Gucci Mane, Gucci Mane, he was outside. You know what I'm saying? He was really doing a lot. He was doing a lot. When it came down to the business, Young Money, they had it together. I've always felt like just following her career, Nicki Minaj has always made smart moves. She's always, it seems like she's always thought everything through. Now, The issues and the problems have always been there since the beginning, because she tends to fall out with everybody. It don't just start with the girls now. She's been falling out with people from the beginning. So that's why when I see everything that's going on now, I'll be like, And I'm really starting to look at her husband a little differently now, because you're supposed to be that person for her. And this is speaking as a fan. You're supposed to be that person that can bring her, reel her back in. And the fact that Nicki Minaj even spoke on Keyshia Ka'oir, however she may feel about it or whatever, she doing what she got to do for her man.